Our next speaker, Meredith Troy, is known for her light-hearted speaking topics. This evening, however, she will be speaking on a topic that potentially affects us all. Working on project number 9, Persuade with the Power from the Competent Communicator Manual, allow me to introduce Meredith Troy with her speech titled, In an Instant.
Silence. That's often what is heard or not heard in a drowning. However, when you're watching a major motion picture and they're depicting a drowning, it's loud, it's boisterous, people are flailing their arms and screaming and making a really loud noise, trying to get attention that they're drowning. TV shows are the same. They depict drowning often in the same way. Good evening, my name is Meredith Troy, and I'm on the Drowning Prevention Task Force for Broward County. It can happen in the blink of the eye, when you're turning your back and when you least expect it. It is a parent's worst nightmare, but it's a reality, and it's one we all must acknowledge because we live here in South Florida. As the temperatures rise, we all feel the need to either go swimming, jump in the ocean, but have we thought about the risks that are involved with our children? Just last week, we heard about 2 significant drownings. The first was a little boy, 4-year-old little boy, that on Memorial Day weekend, he was with his family at the beach and a wave crashed over him. Simple enough. His head went underwater and he inhaled some water. 7 days later, he was dead from a dry drowning. His name was Frankie. There was an incident a little closer to home to all of us, right here in North Lauderdale. There was a 5-year-old little girl at a Memorial Day party with her church, family, and friends. They were all at the pool, they were having a great time, they were all being very, very supervised. However, it was time for lunch, so they called everybody out for lunch to go into the hall to eat lunch with everybody. Little did they know that 5-year-old little girl, Victoria, had found her way back into the pool and had later drowned. It's not surprising that South Florida has become the highest rate of drowning every year. With the majority of homes with swimming pools and easy access to beaches, the risk of drowning is immeasurably greater. Broward County, for example, has on average of 8 drownings a year. That's 8 too many. And it's something that we can prevent. Drowning is 100% preventable. I'm not sure if anyone knew that. The truth is, drowning can occur in many different ways, even among a pool full of children with supervision. It's up to us as a community to instill proper swim safety techniques in our children. And here's what we can do as adults to instill some water safety. Provide a close contact supervision of your child. Now, when I say supervision of your children, often parents think that they just have to be in the area, maybe on the pool, just in close contact, being able to hear them. But that's really not enough. If you're not within eye contact of your child, if you aren't eye to eye with your child, if you can't see your children's eyes when they're in the pool, they're too far away. And for a child from the ages of 1 to 4, if you can't reach out and grab them, they're too far. Supervision is that. It is supervising your child. It is not sitting poolside and reading a magazine. It's not sitting poolside and scanning through your phone while your children are in the pool. Oftentimes, it happens as quickly as you just turning your back. It's also important to enroll your children as early as possible in swimming lessons. Now, swimming lessons can start as early as 6 months, where they teach basic water safety skills and life-saving skills. Oftentimes, parents are drawn to those puddle jumpers or the little floaties you put on your arm, and it's so cute to see the kids running around the pool in their little floaties. But what it does is it gives the parents and the children a false sense of security that they're safe. That maybe you can run into the house and check on that dish that's in your oven to make sure it's done. Because the kid's outside, he's in the pool, he's got his floaties on, he's fine. It's not fine. Floaties are fallible, just like just about anything else. Floaties can pop. If a child jumps in a pool with the floaties over their head or their arms over their head, the floaties can fly right off. Children come out of them all the time. So don't rely on that. Rely on swim lessons. Rely on teaching your children proper swim safety techniques. Additionally, swimming pools, if you have a swimming pool in your yard, or even your grandmother has one, your aunt has one, if you go to someone's house and they have a swimming pool and you're bringing your children, please make sure that those pools have gates around them. That's four-sided gates. That's gates that actually have a gate that's closed. It's not enough to have a gate around your fence. If the fence gate is not closed, there's really no point of actually even having that pool fence. The steps I've listed are just a starting point to ensure that your children are safe in the pool this summer. I encourage you to have a dialogue, not just with your children, but with your physicians, neighbors, secondary caregivers, and friends about swim safety. And remember, drowning is 100% preventable.